Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, it's not even really a question at this point. Pikeman targets both Anna and Sonny. My soap opera fans. Okay, so audio's working. That's good. Yes, Pikeman is targeting both Sonny and Anna for different reasons, and it's really interesting because we find out that Brendan is not just the head of Pikeman. I'm assuming he's the head of Pikeman. Also, he's the head of the WSB. Honestly, to tell you the truth, throughout this episode, I think this was the only part that was interesting. Um, it's going to be very interesting to sit there and see how this turns out. Hopefully, GH and the writers don't fail me by taking too damn long to kind of get this storyline going. We got a lot to talk about. General Hospital, Date of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. So, do a quick roll call and get this started. Oh, I heard a question. Okay. That's what my voice sounds like. Do a quick roll call and get this started. Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Okay. Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Darby? Melly Mel's in the chat. How you doing, Mel? Melly Mel, my heart queen. Cherry Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Mom's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Jackie P's in the chat. How have you been? Missed you. Nicole's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Oh my God, this is so good. Alicia's in the chat. The beautiful Alicia's in the chat. How you doing tonight, beautiful? Tracy's in the chat. Tracy Steves, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Kai Wynn's in the chat. I'm going to watch this later. Okay, sounds good. I'm glad to hear that, Blackmon. Denise, how have you been? It's good to see you again. I'm glad to hear that, Tracy Steves. It's always good to see you in the chat. Godwin, it's been a while. I usually see you in no, not a coffee. No, cappuccino. Which is kind of like coffee, but it's not really. It's not as is. I heard it's not as strong as coffee. French vanilla. I've been good, Denise. I've been good ever since I got home. You know, it's just one of those days where it's just one of those things where it's like you have that day off when you're finally done with work. Um, it's just an amazing feeling. So I'm off tomorrow. I'm very happy about that. Double C, how have you been? Hope you've been well. Hope you're good as well, Denise. Double C, how you doing tonight? Yeah, family. Spending it with family. How about you, Tracy? Duange in the chat, how have you been? Yeah, Denise, it's especially after you work 5 days in a week, you're just 5 days in a row, you're kind of just like that last day, you can't wait to just get it over with. Tracy said you're drinking the cappuccino this late and still asleep. Oh yeah, no, I'm trust me, Tracy. I have my ways of going to sleep if I can go to sleep. We'll put it that way. I used to call that. I can't remember what I used to call that. Anthony, just move. Oh, you just moved today. Okay. I hope your move went well. Yeah, trust me. If I need to, I have my ways of going to sleep. Tracy says going to take my mom to Vegas before Christmas. Then I'm going to stay home for Christmas. I got to go to Vegas next year. I want to go somewhere, and I don't know if I want to go to Vegas or somewhere. But WC says if only Kayla did the DNA test with Nicole. If only Kayla did the DNA test with Nicole DNA and not EJ. Yeah, I'm very curious about that. I didn't really fully understand that. Yeah, I you just moved. I can only imagine, that process. Hell, I moved from upstairs to downstairs, and that was still a process. Tracy says my mom likes the Christmas decorations, so we're going for that. I hope you and your mom have a very great Christmas. Um, I'm saying it like I'm not going to see you, but still. Lisa, I'm just going to get into it. Curtis got on my nerves today. Why didn't he go to Miss Wu? His so hmm cruise. I mean, be kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, I do want to travel, but I think the first place I want to like actually travel some. Maybe, maybe I'm not going to take that off the table. I am not going to take that off the table. Well, thank you, Tracy. Um, you know what they say, Tracy? It's easier to be kind to people than it is to, be mean. Plus, I'm in a good mood because I'm off tomorrow, and I'm spending it with everyone here. Oh, girls trip. Okay, Alicia. Anthony saying can't believe that Joshua Cook got a chance. Yeah, I know why he got his channel taken down, and it's a certain group. It's a certain group that target people for using clips like wrestling clips and soap opera clips and stuff like that. Tracy says you live in a good place to go traveling. I always see great deals from New York to other places. New York is a great place to travel from. I always see great deals. Yeah, I want to go. Like, I mean, somebody said like a cruise. I was like, I think that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Um, I don't know. I want to. There's a couple of cities I may want to sit there and go to, and Vegas is definitely one of them. Maybe LA. I'm not too sure. Oh, okay. Alicia, I've never actually been on a cruise before, so it is definitely something on the list of things to do. Denise says I did my first cruise this April. It was awesome. Yeah, it's definitely on the list. See, because I didn't get my passport or anything like that yet, so it's like I can't do like international travels. But hell, even Florida, I want to sit there and go. Miami specifically. Cruise deals. Yeah, no, that's definitely something I'm going to keep in mind, Tracy. Because I do want to do a cruise. W says, "What if some of your views have whole episodes tied to them?" Then it ain't good, Darby. I'll tell you that much. Because here's the thing, Darby. If you put any clip for any amount of time, um, you're they can always strike a channel. That's why, Darby, that's why we sit there and look at what's good, Lord B. That's why we sit there and look at certain channels that put up clips and stuff. Like I said, Joshua Cook used to put up a lot of clips and stuff like that. I mean, what would happen if you did that? Darby, your channel will get strike. You'll get a strike on your channel. Hell, they may actually just take down your channel at that point. Oh, okay. Yeah, the cruise is definitely something I'm gonna sit there and do. But I do want to do a city though, like either Miami or Vegas. I'm thinking. You know what, Mel? Let's keep it a surprise. Let's keep it a surprise. Nobody says I know that Lanika has done some. Yeah, here's the thing, Darby. Whenever I sit there and I look at Lanikia's videos, even in the beginning, she'll show a certain portion of the episode before she starts a review, and I'm like, "Ugh, it's it's risky. Even what she's doing is risky, Darby. And I don't know if you remember, but she had some trouble before, where she had a bunch of her videos um copywritten. So I actually tell you, the truth, Darby, I'm surprised that she's still using even the small clips that she does. Double C says, speaking of Miami, I'm still playing five. I'm still playing five. I don't know. Well, then I gotta get a PlayStation 5, and I don't know when that's gonna happen. Not like I can't get one, but it's just, I don't know if I'm rushing to get one yet. But it is something I want to do though at some point. W says, and Rihanna, how you doing tonight? Please said my first cruise was in Europe, the Mediterranean, 3 days. I couldn't wait to get off that boat for good. Damn. It's kind of sucks that you didn't have any fun though. I mean, Alicia, was the food good? Debbie says I like her and I don't want something bad to happen to her. I don't either. That's why when I saw those clips, I was like, Darby, there's a lot of people that put clips in their videos. Um, I had talks with even DC, and he still does it, but it's like Darby says money ain't falling from the skies right now. But yeah, Darby, like I said, Tracy said was it an American Cruise Line? But yeah, I like I said, I worry about her channel because she already got her channel not deleted, but just like copyright like somebody started filing a bunch of false copyright claims. So even her doing that is kind of a lot. Nicole gets on my nerves. Yeah, mine's too. Yeah, yeah, man, I was in the previews. It was in the previews. Debbie says, I mean, she has her reviews and then has the whole episode of days tied into it today. Yeah, no, I saw that. I haven't watched her videos in a while, so like when I was watching her videos, it was short clips, but I haven't watched it since then. All I know is that she's taking a risk. I'll tell you that much, Darby. I mean, to be fair, Darby, any person that puts any clips in their videos are taking a risk. It doesn't matter the amount of time; they're just taking a risk. I feel bad for Joshua, because Joshua has been on YouTube longer than me. Ida, how you doing tonight? Ariana says, I'm good, like work day. How was yours? It was good. I was glad it was over. Um, I think after 5 days of being at work, when you get that final break, it's like a breath of fresh air. Plus, I had to train somebody yesterday, and I can't stand doing that. Lisa, I stayed drunk. Can't remember. Couldn't remember. Damn, it was that. Wow. I'm sorry you had that much of a rough time now. Ronnie Ron is in the chat. Lobby says anyone who watched B&B thought he was supposed to come today, but I didn't see him. No, he was in the episode, but he didn't actually come on there. He didn't actually come. He was in the episode, but he didn't actually like interact with the rest of the cast. He just talked to Reg. What's good, Gemini? What's good, Dolly? No, 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 no. Here's the thing, Darby. No, um, Darby. Like I said, I imagine. I mean, I like your channel as well. So, but I don't. What the hell? I like her channel too. I hope that her putting any amount of clips or any for any amount of time isn't going to hurt her. Big Nate, what's good, Nate? Ariana says I can imagine retail is pretty bad right now. I feel you and everyone. Yeah, I mean it's bad now, but it's bad all around. It's bad 365 days that I'm there. Um, it's not the worst, but it after working so many days straight and being there and just on a mental level, it starts to get to you after a while. It starts to get to me. I don't think those baby kidnappers Sterling. Well, yeah. I mean, I know they're gonna figure it out anyway. Days isn't GH. Denise says Sloan might as well get ready for the divorce papers now. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Oh man, that was. Hmm. Oh my goodness, that's so good. I stopped going to Dunkin' Donuts for a hot minute. What the Jesus Christ? It's like I pressed a tiny button. Whoever says leave it to Eric Brady to name his kid after the Beatles. Dude, yeah. Yeah, that is a boy's name. Ron said, what WTF did I miss something because it seems like Kayla didn't test Nicole because of her brush. Yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta rewatch it again because I am missing something. Um, they said they couldn't pull enough strands of DNA off of Nicole for some odd reason, but I missed that part though. Oh, Jude Brady, thank you, Darby. Ariana says soon there will no longer be your job and you can yes. That's why I'm working hard. Um and Rihanna, that's why I'm working hard every day. I mean I love what I do anyway, so it doesn't feel like work, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Next year. Maybe the middle of next year, I'll be doing just this. That is the plan. Or Judas Brady. I think it's Jude. But yes, Ariana, by next year. Police says, Sarah says, pull the wool over Laura's eye. Exactly. I'm like, you didn't. I'm listening to like, I could not believe that she actually fell. What the? I can't believe she actually fell for that. Autumn says, hey, Albert, I believe in order to get Sonny to cooperate, that Pikeman guy is going to start going after Sonny's kids. Yes, I remember you did say that. And then Drew was Smith talking about how he was going to Australia. Amy, how have you been? It's good to see you again. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that. And then when Drew said that he was going to Australia, I thought about you. Billy says I'm surprised Sloan didn't push her luck and suggested a restraining order against Nicole. Desperate, desperate girl. Um, Ariana says the Ava and Cyrus scene was point. Yeah, it was. There was really no point of her being in the episode. I don't know. Honestly, tell you, except for the Pikeman stuff, because that was the most important stuff. Everything else felt like it was kind of filler a little bit. I mean, Christina and Blaze, I guess, is kind of interesting because they're still getting to know each other. So, okay, fine, but I don't know. Ross says, I have a feeling that Sloan or the doctor altered the test, and WTF, Eric can't see that Sloan is playing him. Of course not. He's blinded by her beauty. I am wondering what did Sloan actually do to him. Because she did something. Lovey says it's a stress to write Drew off since he is not part of ELQ. It's a stress to write Drew off. What do you mean? Jesse, Jess is in the chat. Nah, GH was boring today. Trust me, Jess. Trying to do that. Trying to do that review today was it's kind of a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I was out there for a good 7 minutes, being like, "What in the hell am I actually going to sit there and say?" Lisa, I see a kidnapping in the future. Carly, perhaps. You know, Alicia, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it's Nina. Give Nina something to do. Just give Nina something. Let her get kidnapped. Why it's gotta be Carly for? Ariana says, agree to Pikeman scenes was the point of today. Yeah. Oh, by the way, um, what's that other guy's name? Not Brendan, but what was the other guy's name though? I never got his name. I don't know this dude's name. Why? I'm sitting there watching this thing. I'm like, okay, so you got Brendan, okay, and who's this other guy? I don't think he actually said his name once, did he? What am I pointing for? Yeah, I don't know this guy's name. Ariana said you were definitely on the struggle bus today. Yeah, it was. You know, sometimes I just wish they would give me better material to work with. Like, I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's like if there's a really good episode, I'm going to be super hyped to sit there and talk about it. Okay, like, it's like they really make you work for that shit. Like that's serious. Mel says Albert and Vivian Henchman is going to be insider to get. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for telling me, Mel. Um, I'm curious to sit there and see how it's going to play out. But he said Drew just popped up saying he's going off somewhere. Yeah, it was a little kind of random. Barry said they better not kidnap Carly because if they do, they will find themselves in a home alone situation. Billy says I was watching a Carly compilation video the other day. I forgot how much of Carly fans I used to be. How far back did you go, Dolly? This thing's about right, Jess. He loves. Cameron Madison loves filming those Hallmark movies that I've never bothered to watch once. Bobby said they're writing Drew off for a role, in my opinion, making him go away to Australia for the meeting when he is not part of ELQ makes no sense. Now says Stefan was telling Ava the plan to get. I know. I watched it. Thank you, Denise. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. I have no idea where the likes are now, but it does help. Thank you. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know, Alicia. I feel like if Carly gets kidnapped, it's just like, it's so, I mean, I guess it would be kind of ridiculous. I just want something different. Like, is it too much to ask for Nina to get kidnapped? Okay, so we got 37 people watching. We got 13 likes. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Really does help. Julia says it was Carly throughout the years. I really enjoyed Tamara's work as Carly and Sarah Brown's vulnerability. It's awesome that you can sit there and see different actors and um like see the different shades of it. Nicole says I love Hallmark movies. I mean, I don't hate them. I don't really have an interest in watching them, but I wouldn't sit there and shut it. I wouldn't close the option of watching it. Just as maybe Carly starts spending more time with him and ends up cheating on Drew. You mean with Sonny? Ariana said, I don't like Esme Goody Good. We need, yes, goodness. And Ariana, I don't know what the hell they're doing with Esme. I really don't. Um, she's so boring now. She is so goddamn boring. How do you just ruin a character like that? I want the bad girl back. I don't like this version. This one isn't working. Tracy says I like Hallmark movies around Christmas time. What am I watching Christmas? I think it's a movie. I think it's a horror movie called Krampus. I'm going to be watching if it's still playing on Peacock. Dolly says the Carly who shall not be named. Look, oh, it was bad. The Carly that shall not be named. I wonder what she's doing now. I wonder if she's still getting smoked for being like the worst Carly ever. Please say anybody kidnapping Nina will throw her back to Sonny. Carly knows how to handle it. But yeah, like I said, I just what the okay. Um, I just want something different. Ariana says, I feel like the writers have written themselves into a corner where Esme is concerned and don't know how to get out. Yeah, see, that's what I like to call character assassination. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does help. Yeah, no, it really does help. So if you're signed in, hit the like button. Thank you, Black Mon. Yeah, I plan on watching it. I got so many movies to watch. I hope that I get to watch Krampus. I hope that I get to watch Krampus. I'm gonna try to watch Krampus. Try to make a plan to watch Krampus. Maybe I'll watch it this Saturday. It is December. I mean, Ariana, all they really gotta do is give Esme her memories back. If they give this chick her memories back, then we can get the old what you call it, one of the best villains they had in years. I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far, but she was a good villain. Ron says Wayne Brady, who played Reese, received real life. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, Ron, those deranged. I'm not gonna call them fans. Those deranged nut jobs are everywhere. The only thing, the only thing that boggled down the Esme stuff is the whole Trina thing and how people took it. And that's the thing that really kind of blew me. Okay, they actually got Trina in a really good story, right? But people had so much problems and they got so pissy because she was going to go to jail for a crime she didn't commit. And I'm like, okay, but they're giving her a good story. They give her a good story. People get pissed off. They don't sit there and show her enough. People get pissed off. It's like, God damn, people, what do you want? So I really love the Trina Esme stuff that was going on, but it's like some people are just never happy. Tracy says, Albert, what are some of the Christmas story? Tracy, a Christmas story. I like a Christmas story. Batman Returns for some odd reason. And it's kind of Christmas-ish. So I was sit there and say a Christmas story and Batman Returns. Alicia Esme has a plea agreement like few others. Both her parents are homicidal. Oh, pedigree. Yeah. Sonic Quake was good. But yeah, Tracy. I would definitely sit there and say Christmas story. Running Man reboot movie. Ah. Mel, I actually gotta go back and watch the first Running Man movie. Billy says the only thing I dislike with Trina Esme stuff is when they would suddenly shift Joss into the role of Esme main rival. It really it really should have been Esme versus Trina, yes. Yeah, it's a classic, Tracy. It's a classic. And honestly, tell you, I never actually watched part two. And yes, I love Batman Returns. I never watched part two though. I never watched part two of the Christmas movie, Tracy. Bobby says I gave the new Esme a chance, but I was frustrated that she wouldn't acknowledge what she did or make attempts to make amends. Denise, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Well, Ron, once you're in that life, I mean, granted, yes, you should sit there and trust them, but once you're in that life of the mob, it's like you don't trust cops. Let's just put it that way. Why is it okay? Why did it like it's going out of its way to piss me off? Yeah, I like the first one, Barbie. I never actually saw the second one. This Christmas, I never actually saw this Christmas. Crazy. Thank you. Just like I said, I said this in my review. I was like, I knew they were going to do this. The minute that she shot, yeah, no, there's a part two, Tracy. I just, I'm good. But I knew the minute that I knew the minute that she shot Charlotte, it was going to be this mopey, crying, sob thing like every time. And it's like, I was just done with it. I mean, I was done with it for a while, but it's like every time she starts crying about the same thing, I'm like, oh, you're not Doc Brown. You don't have a time machine. You need to sit there and kind of just move on from it. I mean, the little girl did sit there and break into your house. And you didn't know. I'm kind of over it. Lisa, what I don't like about Trina and Josh's interactions that Josh comes off a bit patronizing. How was she patronizing? I'm very curious about that. How was she patronizing? No, no, I know what you're talking about now. I mean, that's cool that you're doing the part two. I never actually saw the first one though. I kind of want to watch it. I don't. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. How are you doing? Yeah, one hell of a day. Tracy says it's not considered a classic, but I like it. Crisp. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. It took me a minute. I was like, when you said Chris Brown, that's what I knew you was talking about. Janice says, any thoughts on Eric on B&B? Um, he's been dying for a while. It was cool to sit there and see some of his flashback stuff. I don't know why they felt the need to bring in Stephanie. Talk about Stephanie. I'm like, if I'm with my current wife, my current girl, I'm not gonna be sitting there talking about. I'm not gonna be sitting there talking about my ex-wife. Hey, I feel like that's somewhat kind of disrespectful. Oh, we can't sit there and not mention Stephanie. Oh, I'm with my girl. Why would I be sitting there talking about my ex-wife? Whatever. It makes no sense. And yeah, Jenna, his dying has been going on for like 2 weeks now. We said watch the scenes with Joss and Trina. Yeah. You know, exactly. Jess was just is anyone else annoyed with Nicole screaming and crying all the time? Well, to be fair, she thought that her baby did die, so I'm gonna give her kind of a pass at some point. Give her a pass to some extent. Dolly says, well, in Eric's defense, he was with Stephanie for like 40 years. He can't pretend she didn't exist. I mean, I get that, Dolly, but at the same time, I'm like, if you're dying in the arms of your loved one, maybe not your wife, but somebody who is damn near like your wife, do you honestly think this is a good time for you to be sitting up there bringing up your ex? I get for story purposes, yes. Just in general, hmm, I don't know. Just said, didn't Curtis ask Jordan for the police file? What more does he need from Sonny? I don't understand why he's going to Sonny and asking who tried to kill you. My dude's been in Port Charles for like 30 something years. It's a long list. Spider Quick says I'm not watching Days into the Secrets out. I got Spider Quick, I could have saved you some time and told you that they were not going to give it away today. But to be fair, Spider Quick, I will sit there and say this though. I will say this. Their reviews can be a lot faster than what they do on General Hospital. I guarantee you that. Tracy says, at Albert sound like you want him to die already. I'm just saying, Tracy, and the dude's been dying for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Like, part of me is like, I would sit there and be kind of sad, but after a while, I'm just kind of looking at my phone like, so he's still alive, right? Ron says, Albert, why did EJ tear out the papers when? Because he's a dick, that's why. Because he's a dick, Ron. I hope that Paulina fires his ass. Paulina should have never hired him in the first place. Just as Laura is so fake with her relationship with Cyrus. Jess, I look at it this way. Um, I'm surprised Cyrus was able to kind of like pull the wool over Laura's eyes. Reverse psychology. Mel, I actually still gotta watch Violent Nights. Never actually saw that. Billy says, I think if he was bringing up Quinn or Sheila or Brooke, that would be gross, but has like 4 kids with Stephanie. I Lisa, anybody thinks Akazawa is coming back to GH? Hopefully. I have to sit and get that stupid mustache of him as on B&B. Like Quick says, it's the way the DNA test is done. Like, have her get tested. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Spotted Quick. It could have been done a better way. I'm just not just saying, Spotted Quick. It's not going to take as long. If the same story was told on GH, it would take a lot longer for it to go through. It really would. That's the thing that I can appreciate about Days on Spider Quake. The same story goes on Days on GH. It's going to take a lot longer. Gemini says Cyrus is lying his ass off to everyone who believes him. Exactly, Gemini. And I'm surprised Laura got conned like that. Dolly says, is Eric the new Willow? Remember when Willow? Yeah. And honestly, tell you the truth, Dolly, some people were actually offended by that. Some people were actually legit offended by that. Which I'm just like, it is a soap opera, right? Dolly says, plus Donna is laying out with a man who dated her mom and had kids by her big sis. I think Donna is cool with her life choices. I get it. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of poor piss timing now. Like you're breathing on oxygen. You're like damn near dead, and you're like, hey, remember my ex-wife Stephanie? Wasn't she a real firecracker? What? Darby says, how do you think that Laura isn't the one pulling the wool over Cyrus' eyes? That's a good point. Jenna says, I bet that's why I think he really leaving because oh no, he's definitely leaving. He's no Jenny, he is definitely leaving. There is no Jenna says, I'm not a fan of Donna. I get it. She rubs people the wrong way. Donna's hot though, so Donna's hot. That's all I gotta say about that. I have nothing else to say about that. Ron says AJ forgot that he's ordered a hit to take out Ava, and yes, what the F did Paulina hire him in the first place? Because Paulina's an idiot, that's why, Ron. Paulina's an idiot. Damn right, Janet. Damn right, Janet. One of the many reasons I rock with you, Janet. Seriously. Gemini says, well, Stephanie is the reason Eric has a company, and okay, so again, I get the contributions, I get all of that stuff, right? I'm not saying that you are wrong about that. I'm saying that if I'm dying, the last thing I'm doing, looking into the eyes of the love of my life, is I'm going to sit there and mention my ex. Saying. All the other purposes, I'm not saying you're wrong, but like in reality context, it's out of pocket. Billy says Paulina is a brilliant businesswoman and a crappy person. I guess. She made her money, so. Ariana says Eric will never forget Stephanie, and the actress that played her did a standout job. And they probably should have told it in a different way then. I guess cool. It's cool to sit. I guess it's yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying now. Like yeah, and Rihanna, like they could have mentioned her. Just do it in a different way. Okay, well that's one way to put it, Gemini. But okay, I get what y'all are saying, but if you're gonna mention Stephanie, I'm glad you noticed that, Jess. I'm like, I just had a frap. I just had a latte. I'm pretty sure I'm not tired, so I'm glad my eyes wasn't playing tricks on me. At least that the Pikeman guy actually makes sense. Why bump off Sunny and create a vacuum? Yeah, that's honestly tell you the truth, when you think about it, I think that's the reason why the police probably hasn't went probably haven't went as hard on Sonny as they could have went because Sonny is he's the devil that you know, right? They arrest Sonny, they take out Sonny. Poor Charles is actually going to probably be in worse shape. Ariana says, "I get it. More attack would have been nice." Yeah, like they could have done it. How you doing, Amber? They could have done it. It just do it in a way that makes sense. Lobby says, "So who is Love at X Life then on B&B?" Yeah, that's. I guess people would sit there and say Stephanie. I have no idea. Yeah, double C. Claire's sob story after a while just kind of was just like, yeah. But at the age of 20, I kind of stopped feeling bad for you. Lobby says, "I get what you're saying, though, Albert." Yeah, yeah, Gemini. That's why I kind of figured. Ariana says, "As much as people don't like Sunny, they're afraid of someone worse." Exactly. He's. I feel like there's a metaphor that I'm just missing, but that's what I sit there and say. He's the best of a bad situation. Mel says, "Albert, I love that Eric called out Nicole by running." Yep, I know how much you love Nicole and Eric, and I saw the scene. Uh, and she has a role. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Play your position. I don't get. I'm be honest. Like I said, man, I don't get those two, but I know other people do like them. So I'm like, that's cool. I don't know. I guess for me, every time I see Eric and Nicole together, it always just rub me. It always just rubs me the wrong way. It always just rubs me the wrong way. It's like they can be with other people the minute that they get together, it's like they act like the other person. They act like their significant partner isn't really that much important. And so as much as things can be bad, there's always worse. Exactly, Ariana. Like Anthony Sakara, Cyrus Renault, hell, even Alcazar. Alcazar started trying to. He ordered a hit on Sonny, and they shot up Kelly's. And Sonny was like, "You know, your son actually goes there to eat, right?" I mean, Alcazar was on some no F's given. Exactly. Yeah, Sonny is a W no plus he related to most of the folks in Port Chalk, yeah. And like he always sits and says he keeps the violence to a minimum. I think that's hmm. You know, I'm not even gonna sit there I'm not even gonna sit there and starting with that. What's good, Big Samuel? How have you been? Hope life is well for you. Ron says, "I was so if Sheila does say Eric from dying, then what's next for the other?" I just remembered that she's a nurse. Um, well, Ron, we don't have to worry about that because Sheila's not saving Eric. If the doctor that came in his house couldn't save Eric, I'm pretty sure Sheila's not going to be able to do anything. Just gonna throw that out there. So we don't even actually have to worry about that, Ron. Nope. But yeah, after a good couple minutes, I start to just not care about Claire's sob story. And you know, honestly, tell you the truth, what people are listening to saying, I feel like it's true. most people are going to probably forgive Claire before they forgive Adam. Ruby says we all got a devil in our lives that we are semi-friendly with, just in case. Hmm. Gemini says, okay, General Hospital is one of the hot messes. This Pikeman storyline, Cyrus Sunny, wow, finally interesting things happening. Yeah, we have some. Here's the thing: we have some interesting stories in the in the works, right? And that's great. The last past two episodes has been boring. There's been interesting stuff here and there, but it hasn't really been hitting. That's like I was gonna sit there and say it wasn't like they have stuff, Pikeman stuff, and um some other stuff going on, but the episodes are not hitting like they're supposed to. Gemini says, I don't even care about Nina crap anymore. Yep, we haven't. I think I may see it tomorrow though, Spider Quake. Makes sense. He wasn't there hanging out with Carly, Gemini. He knew who Carly was when he went in that restaurant. I know, Alicia. Well, the thing is, Alicia, when you're rich, I mean, that money is a lot to him, but it's like, it's not that much to him. Samuel says Claire is going to be Victoria's Adam. I think Adam and Claire will end up bonding once they get to know each other. I think that'd be interesting if that happens. Gemini says if I was him, I would target Nina instead. She has money and she talks a lot. It'd be something different. Ron says, let me get this straight. So what's the point of Bridget coming back if the doctor can't do anything for Eric? But I do agree with you that Sheila won't be able to save him. Um, Ron, sometimes they just like to show people coming in these episodes just to come in these episodes. It's like Lois coming back. Lois came back, people are thrilled, they're over the moon. But Lois hasn't done a damn thing since she's actually been back. And yet people were just like, oh my God, I love Lois. She's so great. I love her nails. I love her accent. Has she been doing anything? She's being a mom to Brooklyn. Yeah, I agree, Alicia. Double C says, hey, Albert, is it cold where you are? It is, it's chilly, Double C, but it hasn't been cold yet, though. It hasn't been cold yet, Double C. It's just been chilly. Darby says, when is Lois leaving? Yeah, she just said, damn, you hate Lois. I don't hate Lois, Jess. I hate the fact they bring her back and she has so much potential and they're not doing anything with it. I hate the untapped potential that they're not giving Lois. Ariana says the whole Nina thing is just boring now. Everyone knows who Carly is. She was a mob boss for a while and Sonny wife forever. Well, hopefully the whole kidnapping thing, if they kidnap Nina, will do something. Because I'm like, let them test Nina. Let them actually test Nina. Yeah, no, alcoholism is a sad thing. Gemini says Claire being Victoria's kid and Nikki on the bottle is classic. I have to take your word for it. I well only started watching like 2 years ago. Darby says I love Lois more if she left. I just it's wasted potential. It's wasted potential. Billy says, "Can we get Sky back instead? They can at least put her with the Pikeman storyline." And you know what the problem is, Jolie? I feel like if they did give um if they did give Sky back, they would waste her too. Like they have Lois, but they ain't doing no with Lois. Getting Sky back is not gonna really do anything if they don't use her. That's the problem. Yeah, they could put her with Pikeman, or they can sit there and I don't know, do some dumbish. Gemini says Nina will tell everyone's business if she gets kidnapped. Gemini says, "Hey, Luke and Robin don't want to come back to G, so they asked Lois, and she said yes." I guess we'll find out together, Ron. Oh, um, I said this before in my convoluted audience is Lisa. I do like Lois clothes. Sorry. I mean, Elisa, a lot of people like, Lois's nails. Famous says, "Ooh, when I tell you GH is so convoluted, OMG is hard. It's a hard watch for me." Okay, Spider Quick. Those says, honestly, I don't know what I'm thinking. The GH rather need to be treated like little kids. No new toys until they learn how to play with ones they already have. Exactly, Justin. Like, oh, okay. Yep. I wonder what his thoughts will be. Now, I wonder what Adam's thoughts will be. I mean, they're clearly okay, so it's not like he's gonna be like, "Oh my god." Darby says, "Talk to your guy, Jess." I love how she said Willow got a whole man. I don't even want to know what that means. Simon says, I can't believe Willow's still on GH. They could have killed her along with Austin. Damn. Well, to be fair, haven't really given her anything good. Jimena says, before I forget, Albert, I'm giving you your flowers. Injustice started watching you. Injustice started watching you this year, and you have entertained me in the group chat, has helped me during hard times. Thank you. But Gemini, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you, Gemini. And I'm glad you could be a part of this live stream. Just said that young folk talk. Hello, mind your boomer slang. I have no idea if you're talking to me or Darby. Ron says, "Where's Queen Nakisha and Kyrie tonight?" That's a good question, Ron. They said, "Why can't they have fast-paced storylines and keep them coming? Nobody ain't got time or patience for this." Is welcome to the new General Hospital, Alicia. Oh, just in that sass, just in that sassy attitude, sassy behavior. Goddamn shame, Jess. But you know, Alicia, again, this is exactly why I like Days of Our Lives. Exactly why I like Days of Our Lives. Because Days is actually interesting today. Gemini says this is curbing season, so Kyries is busy keeping warm. Ariana says, I'm looking at some of the stuff that he's writing, and I'm like, bro, I don't know, Ariana. Like I said, I'm just looking at some of the stuff he's writing. I'm like, bro, what is going on with you tonight? Dolly says, I wonder if they are truly outlining the storylines from GH. Doesn't feel it does feel really random at times. Yeah, it's been feeling random for a long time, Dolly. I mean, that's some good ambition right there, Spider Quick. So I'm not gonna knock it. Mel says, I mean, it makes sense that the music. Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? No, I'm like, so now Jordan is she's doing prank phone calls now. Like, really? Who said these are not the as the world turns days? They need to revamp the soap model, or folks are going to tune out. Yeah, here's the thing, Alicia. I say that all the time. But here's the funny thing, Alicia. When I sit there and say that, people are just like, "Well, it's a Tuesday episode. It's going to be a slow week," or they're not going to sit there and show a banger every day, or the episodes can't always be good to be on a show for 60 something years. It's and then I'm the crazy one, or I'm being too harsh. It just kind of annoys me sometimes. It's like, when did average become acceptable? Ron says, I'm so shocked when you mentioned to Danny Bear what those two were going. Yeah, Ron, because they're nut jobs. Okay, Jess. You're right, Jess. I'm the crazy one. You keep telling yourself that, love. Billy says they used to know how to have levels of cliffhangers. Tuesdays are for the small cliffhangers and drama, and Friday are for the big ones. Dolly, there was times that even Wednesdays used to actually be like somewhat of a cliffhanger. Like Wednesday used to actually be like the best episode. See, Spike, like when you start saying things like that, I can't take you seriously. I mean, Yeah, I can't take you seriously. Dolly says they used to know how to pay stuff. It used to be events. That's what it came down to. It used to actually be events. I mean, hell, they actually did have actual events. Now, if they spend too much money on a damn pool table, somebody's going to get in trouble. Okay, I mean that's cool, Spider Quick. If you find somebody that weighs more than a man attractive, then that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not knocking you. Like I'm not knocking you. I don't kink shame. Though it says they also know how to have multiple storylines at different points. And they were so much more on point. Oh come on, Spider Quick. You know I'm not. You know I'm not. You know that's the truth, Spider Quick. Let's not sit there and play that game. Looks like Kyrie's words are coming out of Spider Quake's mouth. Yeah, I can see that. It's a goddamn shame, Darby. Yep, Spider Quick. I use those exact words. I don't mix words, especially when it comes to stuff like that. Dolly, I would not go back and watch old episodes of General Hospital because it would just piss me off. And I'm saying that just as a fan. Yes, exactly, Spider Quick. Way more than a man. I don't, now I don't even know what Audra's plan, what her game plan is now. Is she trying to get Nate roped up into stuff? Then she might have feelings for Kyle. I have no idea what the hell is going on with her. It, it's like thank God she's actually hot to look at. Have a good night, Nicole. Thank you for joining. Lisa, every day a Tuesday episode, IB the writers should be banging, but it's not the '90s. Yeah, exactly. At least that's why I won't go back to watch old episodes because I'm gonna be disappointed. What's good, Justin? Spy Quick says, Abby, you might get people mad saying that. Spy Quick, I might get one person mad saying that, maybe two. But Spy Quick, we both know the one person I'm gonna probably get mad. And I don't give a damn. So there's that too. Well, said I miss passions to be honest with. Oh, Ron, don't change, buddy. Just don't change. Just always be, just always be, just as saying what, um, just it's me being a dick. Me being a dick. That's what. Saying controversial things. I'll sit there and say that much, Jess. But have a good night, Nicole. Although it says it's rough watching old stuff, I really forgot how much stories they packed in the camera as Carly, Laura Wright is awesome, but to be fair, Dolly, I mean, I do feel just as like what, like Maxie weighing more than a man. That's what I said, Jess. I said that Maxie weighs more than most men, but Spider Quake actually finds her hot, which is okay. And I wasn't wrong, Jess, but somebody got upset and said that I was body shaming. Joey says it's rough, but yeah, I feel like if Laura Wright was actually in those episodes, she would have killed it too. Well, Justin, I don't. Oh, come on, Jess. You act like I'm wrong about that. Come on, Jess. You and me both know that I'm right. She still weighs like one though, Jet, on Spider Quake. I'm this old Esme, Justin. The chick that came in and just didn't give a damn. Yeah, that's. We talking about the same person? Hey, listen, Darby. I'm not knocking it. Like I said, they don't break as easily, so I'm not knocking it. Oh my god, I hate it with a purple passion. Okay. I feel like I may use that line one day. Well, that's exactly how I'm not changing. Yes, why can't Belle do the same thing for Sheila? Oh no, 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 no. I don't want you to change. I mean, I get it, Ron. You want a 70-something-year-old woman to sit there and have a baby because that's something that makes sense to you. So that's cool. Well, to be fair, she would probably break most men, Darby. Let's just be honest. Alicia Maxie may weigh more than Alicia. I know full well that she weighs more than me. There's no May in there. Lovey says Timmy was a doll. Her baby was a girl. But yeah, I get it. Ron wants a 7-year-old senior citizen to actually have a child. Lisa BA. Ron says, "I do you recognize Charles?" No, I watched both of the shows. Duan, what was his character? Justin says, Albert, why would Laura kiss up to someone who made Josh's life a living hell and Ava's life a living hell? Hmm. Why do you say that's kissing up, though? I mean, I would sit there and say it's more cordial. I don't remember that character, Duan. Was he a character called Yolis or something like that? I don't remember all the characters on the show. That's what I'm sitting there saying. So like, was it Hercules' sidekick? Well, it's not that. It's not even that, Darby. It's just like more just being cordial. Maybe for the child's sake. Duan says he was an Archangel Michael. Oh, okay. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that character. Ron says, but Albert Toby was much older than Sheila. That's what I'm saying. Ron, Tabitha was on a show called Passions. And Passions was a show about supernatural creatures and it had a lot of supernatural stuff. You can't compare a show about supernaturals to a show that's supposed to be about real people and think that the physics is going to be the same. One says he was a regular. No, I didn't. I didn't. But that's the thing. Do I didn't watch a lot of episodes of Hercules or Xena for that matter. I think I watched like maybe 2 episodes, so I'm not really too sure. So yeah, I wouldn't know. Do I? Yeah, Ryan, you're trying to compare the physics of passions that dealt with witches and warlocks to Bold and the Beautiful. That's like real people. You want to say he wasn't a regular? Okay. No, well, I mean, like I said, I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Mel says, I bet it didn't take long for Xander found out that Victoria is his daughter with, so it won't be long with this baby stealing. Oh yeah, I mean, I know that. Um, they don't take a long time in general though, Mel. Nope, they don't take a long time in general. The Saint Charmed. Okay. You know, I mean, I would have remembered it if I watched the show more regularly, but yeah. Nope, 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 nope. At least I thought it was hot. If I'm gonna keep it 100, I thought it was hot. I wonder where they're gonna go with it. I I do think it's kind of interesting though. You know, um, she can't come out because of her family. Her family is very old school and stuff. So, but yeah, just to keep it 100, no, I thought it was hot. Yeah, and thank you. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, Sammy's not a fan. Really not a fan. So lame. Just said Blaze is okay. They need to make us care about her. Well, Jess, they didn't really do so much of a good job with Molly and TJ. So, um, I don't know how much effort they're actually going to sit there and put into them. Very true. At least they're high. Likely. That's very important. Kind of is. That's when they got nothing, especially when they got nothing else really going for them. Not really. Ron says this is new guy when Jade finally Pikeman. I think so. I think so. I think that's actually a hedge up that okay. Um but yes, I think he is though. And he's the head of the WSB. Derby says always wondered about Sheila. How does a former nurse get into so many dark, evil adventures and schemes? Well, no, Ron, I never actually watched Passions, so I can't even sit there and say I was a fan. I never watched it. But daughter, you can have you can have any job and still be into some evil shit. Alicia, you thought it was hot. Ah, damn right, Alicia. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's exactly why. You know me too well. Exactly, Jess. I didn't even need to. I didn't need to. I didn't even need to finish that sentence before the words came out of my mouth. Samuel says Passions was like a sitcom as a soap opera. I feel like well, sometimes I feel like B&B is like a sitcom too. Now Duane says Sheila Carter is like Michael Myers, especially where her, jumping that high off of something and just walking away like nothing happened. Lisa, one of Blaze is related to the Riveras. I don't remember who they are. I'm assuming there's some sort of crime family in General Hospital. Duane, I remember she was in an episode of Riverdale. It was kind of out of place, but she came on the show because she knew Luke Perry. So I thought that was interesting for her to show up there. Oh man, I missed the original CW. Things were fun and it was wacky like there was no tomorrow. Jimmy says yes, B&B can be sitcom-ish. Yeah, I there's some of the stuff that goes on in there half the time, Samuel. It's like it's very hard for me to keep a straight face. We can also be very surprising though too, Alicia. But yes, on certain things we can be very predictable. So you are right about that. Your statement is 100% facts on that level, Alicia. Ruby says, okay, I'm going to start my part-time job as a spy mercenary next week. Make sure you get your passport ready, Darby. That's all I'm gonna sit there and say. Sammy says B&B didn't start out that way. Once Brad Pitt took over, B&B lost his way. Well, that kind of sucked. But then how did it stay on the air for so long then? Darby says I got my passport. Okay, well you ready to go then? Ron says Eric was having flashbacks to Stephanie Forrester. Yeah, it was out of pocket. It was out of pocket. You're dying with your girl and you think about your ex-wife. Ariana says I feel like the original CW had groundbreaking material, not so much now. Yeah, Ariana, their stuff is cheap. It's cheap, it's lazy, um, and it kind of makes me a little sad, to be honest. It was like I feel like that stuff, like that era, was like the last of the Mohican Suns compared to whatever they're putting now. They always said B&B used to have some good storylines. It wasn't always the love triangle show. Hmm. Used to also have a budget too, from what I heard. They used to shoot on location. So that damn green screen that they actually showed, or people talking about amazing restaurants that looked like looked like they were in somebody's closet. Ron set up an actor playing Rafe on days, an actress playing Portia on GH, and an actor playing Brady on days were on Passions. Oh, okay. I'm glad that they found work other places. Dolly says all the associates that yeah, no. Lisa Lily, who was married to Sonny when was blown up, was a oh, okay. Thank you, Alicia. Derby says I'm going to use my passport when I leave Spiderquake, hanging while I leave the country. Damn, that's now ish. Dolly says I still miss when Days had a full outdoor mall set. It was awesome. Over the days. Dawn says, well, if Stephanie Foster was alive, there would have been there would have been no Donna or Quinn. Well, yeah. But you know what happened, and then he got two hotties. Ron says Brad Bell is just destroying his late father's legacy, meaning his show. You know, it's always really interesting when I think about that because it's like, and yet that show continues to be on, right? Like that show, even when people saying it's been bad, it still outlasted One Life to Live and All My Children. Jimmy says because it follows Young and the Restless. Also, it was in a good time slot and it's only 30 minutes, so people will watch half of a show and then flip to B&B to watch it. That's why it's still on. Okay. But I also feel like it's loyalty though too. I also feel like it's loyalty though too, Samuel. GH that went on when I started watching to what I'm watching now is not the same. But people still watch it because out of loyalty. Billy says Stephanie would have put that pimp hand on Donna and Quinn. I missed that. I missed that old lady slapping folks. Yeah, you can't be sitting there slapping up my girl Donna. Can't be doing that. Oh. Samuel says one like to live in all my children didn't have bad ratings. ABC wanted out of the soap opera business. Hmm. Yet they kept General Hospital. Damn, that sucks. Just not to talking about these soaps. I remember when I was on James's channel, which by the way, he did uh, an interview with Josh Bernard, Adam from General Hospital, so check it out. But yeah, he said that these shows, Jimmy says they kept GH because it made the most money. So it made the most sense to keep it. Okay. Billy says B&B is so popular internationally, then I recently heard they flipped out in Australia because they moved its time slot back 30 minutes. Damn. Alongside as the world turns. Yeah, it's Kirby says Stephanie told those locums keep their tricking back to the valley. Hmm. Well, that's actually interesting, Alicia, because I can see like maybe a little mob war going on. If Blaze is part of the Riveras and Sonny, he has his mob thing. See something like that. That'd be cool. How was I think they're saying? Oh yeah. But yeah, it used to be 10 soap operas. 10 soap operas. And we got four. Four. Damn shame. Mel says I see very crystal clear that Leo's going to be the hero that reunites and save Eric and Nicole's son. The truth that Melinda and Son didn't want did but blackmailed them in the first place. Yeah, and then she can sit there and stop wasting EJ's time. That'd be cool. She can be with Eric and everyone can sit there and be happy. All the Eric and Nicole fans, they can sit there and be happy and put everyone else out of their misery. Police said GH is the only soap I watch when Sunny goes, so will I. Really? I mean, at least you don't find anybody else in the show interesting. Very curious about that. Maybe says actually 3.5 because B&B is a half. Oh, okay, smart ass. Because I do get it. Um, which, I mean, I'm not knocking you. I just always find it very interesting. Some people watch it for, like, some people are Sabrina fans. Just a really sunny good. Damn. Solomon was good. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight. I did write it down. It's just trying to pin a time to watch it. Actually, tell you the truth, Dolly, I can actually watch it tonight because I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm very happy about that. So I'm gonna watch it tonight. I've been thinking about that trailer all week since you told me. It's just I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight since I actually have time. At his big age, he should be thinking about his successor. What's good, Solomon? Actually, tell you the truth, Dolly, I gotta sit there and watch Jakara's review also. So I got two things to sit there and watch. Santa says B&B is cheaper to produce. Brad Bell owns the set. Those are real houses they film in. They cut half the cost there. Hmm. Okay. Dolly says, cool, I'm curious to see your take on the other show. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely must sit there and watch. Just as I would love if Michael or Christina. Same. Same. No, Dolly, and I'm going to watch it tonight. Dolly says, Albert named 9 queens on the chat, but he promoted me to vice president in charge of smartass remarks. It's very true. 9. I actually have to write them down. You're right. Hey, you watch Days of Our Lives and you watch Bold and Beautiful, right? They go on location. They are at the Brad Best family. Oh, okay. For me, there's two queens. Um, I was gonna sit there and say, yeah, I mean, it saves money and stuff like that, so that's cool. Just for the people, also the people that have been watching B&B, not B&B, Weinar. Debbie says he's paying me a nickel more than than you, Your Majesty. Well, Darby, you know the saying, what's mine is hers and what hers is hers. That's just how it is. Just how it is. Yeah, Alicia, you're right. Sonny can go, but when he does, okay, yeah, I might have missed your comment, or maybe you didn't catch mine. But is it any other character that you like besides Sonny? I don't know. Here's the thing though. And there was one point where I thought about doing stuff like that, like, or when I was watching General Hospital, it was like, well, Sonny. I used to have that same mindset too. Though. I would only watch it for certain characters. Um, like I said, some people are just Sabrina fans. They just watch it for Sabrina. I don't know. But here's the thing though, Alicia. At some point, he will actually just go though. That's the thing. At some point, Maurice Bernard will leave the show. I can see that. Ron says, "I miss my Deacon and Shirley these days." I know, Ron. You want Sheila to have a baby so bad, and you want Jerry to come back on Days of Our Lives, which is interesting. Dolly says B&B also films when they are doing their international press tours too, like when they went to Australia. Captain Kerry Lane Brooke filmed some Australian shows while they. Oh, okay. Damn, they're smart. Dolly. I think that's probably why they actually been on the air. Why they've been on the air so long. Because let's be honest, that show is not that good. It's not bad. It's not bad. They have some interesting stories. The problem is, see, part of me always wants to sit there and say that GH has the most interesting stories, but they have some really interesting stories as well. And their episodes will generally hit more times than GH. That's the part that really blows me though. Jonathan, how have you been? Oh Jesus Christ. Doctor said just only gave me two rows, no one using her gov name, and two no looking her directly in her eyes. Mel says, Albert, I hope that Abe gets his memories back to get married to Paulina again, but this. Yeah, but I'm cool with Jesus Christ. Johnson's what happened to Jace, that's the question on my mind. I ask that question almost every other day, Jonathan. At least I used to watch days, but when Stefano got killed, I stopped watching. I miss the old OG EJ. Alicia, I know a lot of people miss him. I guess I'm one of those. See, I came in late, Alicia. So when I came in, yeah, Ron. Good luck. Good luck in signatures on that. Be very interesting. Alicia, when I started watching it, I was actually fortunate. Because I didn't have the other EJ to compare to. Like I didn't have the other one to compare to this one. So for me, it's just I actually really like this EJ, but I think maybe I'll be a little bit different if you know be a little different if I watch the original EJ. We say AB is not like GH has me hanging on the edge of my seat nowadays. That's very true. I get, but here's the thing, Alicia. If you start watching General Hospital, would you pick up another soap opera to watch? Gabby says Sam and Jess both are good looking, powerful women with complicated rules that only apply to me. But yeah, Alicia, which if you had to pick up another show, what would it be? Well, says like I told you, Brock and DC did that live stream. Only watch B&B because it comes on right before the news. Right before the. Hmm. I don't know where you live. I know with me, um, Y&R comes on and then that one. Johnson says I watch days when the previous EJ are around, but I have to say I really like the current one. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I guess in some ways it's kind of good that I didn't watch the original one because I would be comparing it. Like I did, I did with both the Phillips. Solomon says, and I'm still haven't found out is Eric really going to die on B&B, or is this going to be a false alarming? Solomon, I'll be one. I feel like he's going to die, but if he doesn't die, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a little kind of pissed off. I'm going to be kind of pissed off, Solomon. If he does not die, I'm going to be pissed off. Or Duane says to live in Texas. Okay, but before B&B come on, does the Young and the Restless come on? Because I know out here it's the Young and Restless, and then Bold and the Beautiful. Billy says the biggest difference I found is that the previous EJ used to be more polished and a little darker. Hmm. Wow. Kind of interesting. I guess they got to add their own little spin into it, you know? Got to add their own little spin into it. What the f is going on with this? Got a highlight something and then. This is so effing stupid. Um, Ron says I was right all along, Brad Bill. I have gotten rid of Taylor's character because he's a coward and not a man. He just didn't want her on the show, period. Uh, because he's a coward. Okay. But your mom got you hooked on Y&R. I like watching Y&R. I mean, I like watching all the shows because they bring a different energy. And Y&R, actually, tell you the truth, Y&R was actually, besides that sob story that just kept going on for too long, Y&R was actually pretty interesting. Thomas says Albert, they are probably going to give Eric and Donna their own lovely dove kissy fest episode by New Year's. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting to watch a really extremely old man kissing somebody that could be his daughter. That's actually pretty gross. We said no, I wouldn't. I actually don't like watching stuff every day. I'm making concession for GH. Okay, I got you. Johnson says it was infuriating to watch Sloan talk to Nicole about how the baby isn't hers when she knows very well that it is will be more satisfying to watch Desperado Pearson get the smoke she deserves. Especially when she was talking to Eric and she was like, you're trying to make it seem like I'm some sort of baby stealing monster. And I'm like, did she really just say that? I'm I'm on the bus riding home and I'm watching that and I'm just like, and I think people probably around me are just looking at me like, the hell is he watching? I'm sitting there looking around like, hey, listen, I gotta get this stuff done before 7 o'clock before I start my live stream tonight. I didn't say that, but No, but I get it, Alicia. I talked to another reviewer and I asked him, I was like, it was Dion's corner. I was like, would you watch Days of Our Lives? But it's the commitment, you know. Ariana says I watch your recap so I don't have to watch the nonsense myself. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you as I appreciate you watching. I really do. Thank you. Debbie says Albert low-key hates Eric and wants him dead. Take your Santa Claus hands off of Donna. Listen, Donna, Darby, it's been like 3 weeks now, Darby. He's been dying for like 3 weeks. Okay, I like my dude Santa Claus, but I'm like, come on, watching Donna and Eric. No, it's not. No, it's not, Ron. Donna's hot. Donna is not like watching paint dry. What you talking about? Duane says it's still so weird how Donna kisses Eric after he. Yeah, it's definitely something that makes me lose my appetite for like 20 minutes. Solomon says, "LOL at your reaction to Ron's comment about Solomon. Ron is just Ron is a special case. I'll sit there and say that he's a special case. Well, Dolly, I don't blame him. I don't blame her. I ain't mad at her. Have a night, Alicia. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Thank you. I mean, seriously, Dolly, I'm not knocking her. Um, I mean, if we had to sit there and I don't know, maybe she's into grandpa stuff. Duane says Eric versus Willow. Who is more boring? Well, I'll probably sit there and say Willow right now. Duane, I would sit there and say Willow. The sad thing is that Willow has been boring since the minute that she got with Michael. Seriously, exactly, Darby. Since the minute that she's gotten with Michael, she's been boring. Michael has been practically coddling her, being super controlling. It's like she has somewhat of a character. Remember when she whooped Nell's ass? I didn't see that coming. Mel says, I love Donna and Eric together and happy they're not cheating on each other or anyone breaking them apart. Yeah, they got a happy couple. That's cool. And Donna's hot, so that works for me. Solomon says Eric is 85 and all old and wrinkly. It would be gross for Donna to kiss him regardless. I mean, yeah, but I don't actually have a I don't actually have a I don't have a rebuttal against that. He always says all those years of smearing honey is about to pay off. Way to play the long game. Damn. All that sugar. Dory said I thought Josh would knows, but yeah, no, she did. But also, Josh is a lot more thorough. And I was actually more impressed with her. It was a point I really didn't like her. And now she's bringing me back to not really liking her so much. Dory says, how can someone so hot be so boring? You can't blame everything on Michael. No, I wouldn't sit there and say she's hot. I would sit there and say she's average. Ron says, I hope you also join everyone to petition. Ron, I think most people have to sit there and remember who Jerry is first. You're gonna have to sit there and refresh people's memory. Johnson says at least with days you get some actions and confrontations, whereas the current GH mostly just has people talking or speculating. Yes, Jonathan, or talking about other characters. Like Dante and Sam, since they're talking about Anna and her case. Jonathan, like I said, probably the best, well, one of the best decisions was watching Days of Our Lives. Duan says Stephanie Forrester got Eric's best years. Hmm, suppose you're right, but you know what? I'm not gonna really go there. Ron says Donna is just a gold digger and power hungry. That's what she's after. Power hungry? Ron, you said that before. I still don't get the power hungry angle. Michael says, Abba, did you know Kate Manson used to be blind? Yes, it's weird. Um, it's quite quick because I'm used to the brunette stuff. It's like Maxie. When Maxie went from blonde to brunette, it took a minute. I'll actually tell you the truth, it still takes some time to get used. Even every now and then, I'll sit there and go back and be like, remember when Maxie was blonde and kind of hot? Those are the two things that, like Craig says, yes, it is weird. Like I said, Spider Quick, it's like Maxie used to be blonde and cute. Darby says, hey, with everyone going to prison these days, one days maybe Jared can make a cameo. He can be Lucas cellmate. I'm glad that comment didn't go left. Spike Quicks also, she's still hot. Yeah, sure. Johnson says the best thing Jay could do is bring Jason back later to do a story where Danny gets kidnapped and Jason and Sam set to find him while getting into a shootout on the way. Jonathan, you be bringing back the Bob Guza days. Those damn Logans, Dewan, does not come back to days. Jesus Christ, these people will not leave me alone. Jerry said, didn't Jerry go back? No, Jonathan, Jerry's in jail. Jerry is in jail. What's good, Dave? Joey said they were trying to make Kate look more like Jennifer back in those days so she could play. Oh, okay. But no, Jonathan, that dude's in jail. And that dude's in there, jail. But see, that's the thing, Jonathan. No one really remembers Jerry that much. That's why when every time Ron talks about bringing Jerry back, it's like, bro, him. Most people don't even remember. Most people don't even remember Jerry at this point. Like, bro, you gotta. Darby says hashtag Jerry's in jail. Oh, Jerry's in jail. Yes. Yeah, you gotta remind. I don't even think most people would think that he's in jail. And that dude went back to L.A. That dude is not L.A. That dude is in jail. Johnson says, but the last Jerry was seen Steve and John confronting him in L.A. They did bring him back to Salem. Yeah, they brought him back to Salem. Yeah, they brought him back to Salem. But here's the thing, John. I think when they talked about how he was back in jail, they didn't actually show him going back to jail, but Steve and John mentioned that Jerry was in jail. I'm okay with that being told off screen. You know, earlier said Jerry looks too much like Dio, but also not enough like Dio. Yeah, I guess mannerisms wise. Well, from what people say, he was the first Jerry. He was the first. I mean, he was the first Dio. Duan said Ted King might come back in that role. Yes, Duan, I'll be with it. First of all, Alcazar was my dude. I love Alcazar. So that'd be number one. Number two, I don't have to sit there and see him in a stupid mustache. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, Duan. Terry said, these guys are not cops. Why is it that they can't arrest poor black people acting like Jerry? I'm not going to go there. Johnson said Jerry was just an Easter egg throwback to the viewers who watched him when the actor played Theo as a child. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I can see that. Wally says he was the original Theo, but the new adult Theo looks like him, but with a grown up blow up. Damn, I didn't even actually. Um, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, Ron. I'm waiting for that petition. Waiting for that petition. For you to get Jerry back on the show. It's as soon as you remember enough people, you know, remind people who Jerry is. You're a busy man. You want to sit there and petition Brad Bell to have Sheila, a 70-year-old senior citizen, have a child? Billy says, I'm just mad at Jerry for getting taken down by two old men. I wish I would. Steve and John take me down. Steve only has one good eye. Dolly, do not underestimate the senior. I will say that much. Do not underestimate the senior. They may be old, but adrenaline will kick in like a Johnson says maybe Terrell Jr. can play a character on GH and compete for Trina's affection. Yeah, the thing is, Trina hasn't really been with a lot of different love interests. You know, Cam at this point, Cam doesn't even count. So it's been that Officer Rory guy and Spencer. Ron says so Dirt was saying that Alcazar might come back and be Ava's love interest. Hmm. But I would definitely sit there and make it exciting. I'll definitely make it exciting. Darby says I didn't know that Michi graduated law school in Cambridge. Hmm. I wonder, was it the same actor though? Was it a different actor, or was it the same one? I'm actually liking the Leo and Dimitri storyline. Salma says Albert Sheila is not 70 years old, but she's 70 years old, but that old. Come on, come on, Solomon. She's old. All right, she's old. Let's not sit there and try to sugarcoat this shit. Delia says I feel you. You can just tell Steve has been through some stuff. Steve is basically Samuel Jackson, but as a white man. You know, when I first started watching the show, there was something I just liked about Steve. Mel says, Albert, I've noticed that Johnny has mentioned Sydney's sister. You know, if she's not as annoying as Holly, I'll be there for it. But if they make her just like Holly, just annoying, I still want the person fired for actually bringing Holly into the show. Ron says, "Well, but you know, when it comes to Sheila having a baby, I won't hesitate. Petition Brad Bill." Ron, you're a one of a kind. I'll just say that. Sometimes you leave me speechless with some of the things that you write. Darby says, "What was it, Albert? Steve playing that damn harmonica." Steve just has this retro 70s kind of vibe, you know? Yeah, I just dig, you know? Can't help it. Anyway, as fun as this has been, I am going to sit there and then live stream tonight. But I do want to thank everyone for joining. Now, this was actually a lot of fun. I really do appreciate it. What's the theory, Spider Quake? I really do appreciate it. A long day that felt like it took forever to end. I got to hang out with y'all. So I want to thank each and every single one of y'all for that. Johnson says I can see Sydney and Holly getting on each other's cases. I just hope that they're both not super annoying. I like Holly is already just annoying. Yes, have a good night, cherry ice cream. Have a good night, Dolly. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Dolly, thank you for being here. Seriously, I appreciate you. Really do. Thank you. Dolly said Days has taken their time with Sydney after Allie turned out to be so disappointing. You can't have both of Sammy's daughters be corny. Oh, Allie. Allie, Allie, Allie. She was actually pretty disappointed too. My quick says, I'm sure my theory is wrong, but I must still tell you. All right, I want to hear it then. Yes. Thank you. I will actually tell you from I got YouTube open right now, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. Thank you, Dolly. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Thank you, Dolly. No, I definitely will. Have a good night, my friend. Have a good night, Solomon. It was good to see you. Have a good night, Dave. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Have a good night, Queen Mal. Johnson says maybe Cindy could have an edge, but in a cool way. She could be skilled in martial arts and strong defender to her family and friends. Hmm. I don't know why, but I feel like if it's written like that, it may have Carly vibes. Have a night, Darby. Thank you for joining. Have a night, Ron. Yes, that's right. Johnson says join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Upper Bostic. Thank you. Have a night, Black Mom. Have a night, Duan. Spikework says Allison said that she had an uncle that been missing, and I remembered Trish, who works at the MC, says she had a brother who left and never came back. Hmm. The problem is with that Spider Quick is that Blaze is Latin, and that woman, she's not giving me Latin vibes. But I can see the theory though. Yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Melly Mel. Have a good night, Spider Quake. Yes, no, but you know, here's the thing, Spider Quake. I do like the theory. Worked a little bit better if she was of Latin descent, but Yes, I do see a theory. I do see the string theory. I like it. Very smart, Spider Quick. Very smart. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I will see y'all in the next live stream. Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. And have a good night, Anne Rihanna. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure. Night, Dave. Like Chris says, maybe she is, and she's just white. Yeah, I mean, could be like a distant. Give it a little bit of leeway. Maybe there's Spanish people that look. That's true. That's true. It would have been better if she was a Latin descent. Be kind of a stretch. I'll say that much. I like the theory though. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.